guys another video to my channel. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys a review video of Kontrol Freeks and Fatal Grips. Now, you probably have not heard of Fatal Grips, but basically what these are I guess you could call them a knockoff of Kontrol Freeks, but Nova Gaming is sponsored by Fatal Grips, which I'm a part of Nova Gaming, but I'm not going to sugarcoat this. If they suck, I will tell you that they suck, and that's pretty much the end of it. I'm not going to make them seem better than what they really are, but this might actually surprise you a little bit. So the first thing I want to show you guys is pretty much what Kontrol Freeks look like. This is the Kontrol Freek that I use almost all the time. This is the one that I've been using for the longest time. My preferred one. You can see it's pretty used. It's got some tears on it and stuff. It's lasted me a long time, since Call of Duty Ghosts. So almost 4 years I've been using this Kontrol Freek. The other one I like to use from time to time is the CQC Kontrol Freek, which is basically for SMGs or close quarters weapons, and it works really well too, but I typically use assault rifles. That's why I use this. So, as you can see, the textures on those ones were very unique. You know, they had letters on them and stuff like that. These pretty much have concave and convex. So concave, you guys know from like the 360 controllers and stuff. Some people like them, some people don't. The concave ones don't have a lot of texture, but that's usually because you're not putting your thumb right on the top of them. The convex ones have a lot of texture on the top, and it feels pretty nice. The one thing I was worried about when I opened these up was I was worried this was going to wear away really fast. I've been using this exact Kontrol Freek, or Fatal Grip, on this controller right here for about, I don't know, probably 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, and it has not wore down really at all that I've been able to notice, which is really, really good. The one complaint that I have on Fatal Grips is they do not attach to controllers very easily. So I'll take the one that I like to use, and I will show you guys that it does not like to go onto these joysticks very easily. You get it on one side and then it flips off of the other. It took Danielle and I a good, I don't know, probably 20 minutes to get just one onto a control. But I could take one of these and it just snaps right on, just like that. And it works. So that is the number one bad thing about these. That is the only thing that I've really noticed at this point that is not very quality when it comes to Fatal Grips. The other thing that I would like to mention is this is a very thin layer of rubber, so it is very possible that these could just, you know, start to rip, and then if they rip, they're not going to stay on your controller. But I have not run into that issue personally, so I can't say for sure that that's happening. As you can see with mine, it is perfectly fine. Nothing is broken or torn or ripped or anything like that. So pros and cons. These are easy to put on and they work really well. Everybody knows what Kontrol Freeks are. The pros and cons of these, I haven't really talked about the quality like in-game yet. They're really hard to put on, but they're ridiculously cheap. Kontrol Freeks by themselves, these ones, are really cheap. They're $15 to $20 typically after shipping and stuff. They're cheap. These are even cheaper. If you use a discount code for Nova Gaming, these are around, after shipping, like $5 or $6. And I think that for the issues of putting them on alone, I could get around that because of the price of these. And I've been using them for quite a while, and the texture has not worn off, so I don't think that is too much of a problem. But in game, they pretty much work exactly the same. I have not noticed any differences at all in quality. As a matter of fact, I would probably say that this is a little higher of a stick than this one was, and honestly, the higher the stick, the better for me, because I like to use assault rifles. It gives me more accuracy at longer range, which is what assault rifles are for. So this definitely benefits me. I'm sure there's longer Kontrol Freeks, so I mean, that doesn't really mean much. But what it comes down to is the quality. These are good, cheaper, harder to put on. Everybody knows these are good. A little bit more expensive, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. So if you guys are looking to buy a stick extension, if you're willing to pay extra, if you have a lot of money, or you know, you're not too worried about the price of something as small as this, I would recommend going with Kontrol Freeks just because they're simpler to put on. They're pretty popular. But if you're on a budget, you know, whether your parents don't want you to spend a bunch of money on your hobby or whatever it may be, I would say go with these. They will take a little while to get to you because I think they're shipped from the UK, but they're really cheap and they're pretty good from what I've noticed so far. Once again, you can use the coupon code down in the description of this video, and that is NFAM, NFAM, for I believe 10% off of any product you want from Fatal Grips. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoy.